What's going on, everyone? It's K-Dub here with more news and headlines from dcforecasts.com in this Friday edition. That's right, it's the weekend. If we have a look at what's going on, we see that Bitcoin is still relatively stable around the $6,500 mark. We have Bitcoin Cash sitting around $512 and Ethereum up just a little bit for the day at $223. Now, let's get into the news. So, right here, a new survey issued by Fundstrat is the latest news today. So, as Fundstrat reported, even 54% of the institutional investors appear to be more bullish on Bitcoin than the other members of the crypto community on Twitter, and most of them are calling this the bottom. So as you can see right here, this is the tweet from Tom Lee, and these are the different percentages. So as he revealed, he surveyed 25 institutions and had 9,500 responses to a public Twitter poll that was conducted on September 30th. Meanwhile, the crypto community on Twitter appears to be less optimistic about Bitcoin, as 66% of the respondents who answered Lee's Twitter poll have noted Bitcoin can drop lower than it is right now, and only 40% of them said that it's likely to reach $15,000 by 2019. Now, let's talk about the inflation in Argentina, but there is some positive news. So it's expected to rise by 40% by the end of the year, and it seems like the growing demand for Bitcoin is what's making the latest Bitcoin news in the country. According to news reports, there's many plans for a new Bitcoin ATM that's going to spread throughout the country, and a lot of cryptocurrency ATM firms expect to implement this initiative and prepare the Argentinians for a digital currency-led revolution. So it looks like they're looking to implement around 1,500 ATMs in the next upcoming years. Right now, there's only 2 currently working, and both of them are located in Buenos Aires, the country's capital. However, as Reuters reported, by the end of the year, this figure could rise to 30, mostly because of the staggering rates of inflation. So right now, the 2 ATMs that they've already installed by the company only support Bitcoin, but there are plans in the future to expand to other altcoins, most likely Ethereum, Litecoin, and Bitcoin Cash in the near future. Now, let's talk about Bithumb. So we know a lot of these exchanges are rolling out decentralized exchanges. DEXs are going to be very big moving forward. So now you have crypto giant Bithumb plans to expand its work by launching a decentralized exchange. So the exchange is being developed by a company named One Root Network that has one successful decentralized exchange launched at the start of this year. So an anonymous source for Bithumb explained that the exchange plans to expand its user base internationally and start working in the following months. He continued by saying Bithumb is one of the leading global exchanges in terms of transactions, but it is true that most of its users are Korean. The latest decision seems to be the company's strategy to compete with other leading exchanges in the global market by opening a decentralized exchange that receives attention in this global market. I wouldn't be surprised if we see a lot more DEXs rolling out in the future. So let's talk about some adoption. You know, this is my favorite part of the day. So let's talk about MoneyTap, the consumer-centric retail payment app that has recently gone live in Japan. So MoneyTap, after being accepted in Japan by a consortium of 61 banks, which are responsible for over 80% of the country's banking assets, this is what they had to say. So the app is rolled out by the company behind XRP, Ripple, and it uses its blockchain technology. So the app is a product of SBI Ripple Asia, which is a banking consortium that launched in 2016 with the main aim of leveraging Ripple's blockchain technology for domestic bank transfers within the country. The smartphone app also allows real-time and 24/7 domestic money transfers using Xcurrent, which is Ripple's enterprise blockchain network, not to be confused with Xrapid. So anyway, MoneyTap will trigger payments with the use of a simple QR code, something that we're very similar with Bitcoin and other digital currencies as is, or the recipient's phone number via the app, supporting both iOS and Android platforms. So with the launch, the app is also officially supported by 3 banks, being Saruga Bank, Rezona Bank, and SBI Net Sumishin Bank as well. So I believe that this will have a lot to do with some adoption moving forward. And if that's not enough to excite you for today, we have a blockchain startup being featured in Time Magazine's 50 Most Genius Companies list. So it's recently been actively researching businesses that are inventing the future to later evaluate the candidates based on their originality, success, influence, and ambition. So, Bitland is currently a company that fulfills all of that criteria, and currently a company that is under the leadership of a Ghana resident who uses blockchain technology to create immutable public records of land ownership. So, since 90% of the land in Ghana is unregistered, there is little legal resources for people if their land is stolen. Bitland makes most of this challenge and grants land ownership directly by its operatives, documenting it in a format that cannot be altered retroactively. Aside from registering land, Bitland also creates a cryptographic token that represents it using colored coins on the Bitcoin blockchain. So, I hope that is some great news to get your weekend started. Go out, enjoy your day, maybe put the Blockfolio down for just a little bit, right? Go see some friends and family. And that being said, thank you so much for coming back to the channel with the latest news and headlines from dcforecasts.com with me, K-Dub. So until next time, stay crypto and peace out.